Have you ever believed something that was untrue? Not the kinds of things that make you question the tabloids or the fishing stories around the water cooler at work. I'm talking about the kinds of things that make you, you, and how you look at yourself and others. I looked back at that day of healing and everything I was carrying in those suitcases, and it occurred to me that they were filled with lies. Lies about myself that defined me, lies that I had been carrying around for a really long time. So even though I left those heavy suitcases at the foot of the cross, I had to understand what I had believed to be true and how it had affected me. I had to unpack the lies. I suspect that the very first lie I ever believed was that when my parents started fighting, it was my fault. Somehow I had once thought I had done something that caused my parents to stop loving each other. Maybe things would have been different if I had never been born. I mean, that's why they got married in the first place, right? Maybe if I had been more perfect, cleaned up after myself better, been nicer to my brother, and tried harder, they might have stayed together. It was that first lie that had opened the doorway for the others to spill in. I was convinced that I would need to be perfect and control my surroundings if I were going to live in this world. The next lie came soon after that, when they told me they were going to get separated. The cold whisper made perfect sense as I struggled to build that first wall, believing it would protect me. Even though the driftwood and sand didn't hold, it gave me the kind of control I needed to block out the pain and hide the real me from my family and friends. Before I realized it, I had discovered how to build the perfect wall and was building new ones more and more often. Every situation warranted a wall, and I felt as though I were working 3 shifts to pull the heavy rock from the earth. The truth was that building walls was never going to protect me. All they did was isolate me and make me feel alone. The third lie I was ever told had been the hardest for me to overcome. My name means beloved, adored, much loved, cherished, treasured, prized, highly regarded, admired, esteemed, and revered. But what I've heard all these years in my own mind has been more like unworthy, undeserving, ineligible, unfit, and unqualified. To feel worthy takes every good gift and damages it somehow before the heart even receives it. It creates a disbelieving spirit so that the true intention never penetrates the surface. It bounces back and disappears altogether. It is the perfect lie to tell to accomplish the most damage. It's simple, direct, and layered with the exact ingredient used to destroy the recipient: disdain. There have been other lies I believed along the way, such as that I had the ability to do things on my own and in my own strength. I had also believed the whisper that came in the night when I couldn't sleep, and all I could do was lie there and drown in the darkness.